This is Breaking News Now from today's TMJ4.
That breaking news after months of speculation, Foxconn promises to build its first American factory here in Wisconsin. Our Charles Benson is in Washington, D.C., where President Trump, along with Governor Scott Walker and other state leaders, made that announcement.
Brandon Rook is in Racine County. That is where Foxconn could wind up building a plant the size of 11 Lambeau Fields. He's been talking with people both excited and nervous about that news. We'll begin, though, in Washington with Charles.
A big announcement here today from the president as well as the Wisconsin delegation about Foxconn coming to Wisconsin, creating up to 13,000, potentially 13,000 jobs, investing $10 billion in the state to build this state-of-the-art facility. And it could be built, it's expected to be built somewhere in House Speaker Paul Ryan's district. They still have not nailed down a site. It could be somewhere in Racine and Kenosha counties. So you had a big Wisconsin delegation here, including Republican lawmakers as well as Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin. But the spotlight was on House Speaker Paul Ryan. Here's what he said about the deal.
This is a great day for American workers and manufacturing. They will not let you down. They never let us down. There is nobody like the American worker.
Obviously, that was President Trump talking about the announcement, saying he's delivered on another of his campaign promises to bring jobs to America, to have products made in America. Governor Walker also talking about this extraordinary deal. He refers to California as having the Silicon Valley, and he says Wisconsin will soon have the Wisconn Valley. Take a look.
We're going to be the first site in the entire country for these state-of-the-art LCD displays made in America, proudly now in the future, right here in the state of Wisconsin.
How did that happen? Why Wisconsin?
Well, it really happened with the president, which is why we announced it, announcing it at the White House, is because the president really made a point even during the campaign about how the technology that businesses like Foxconn are involved with should be made in the United States.
Give me the numbers. What are we looking at?
13,000 direct jobs, $10 billion investment. If they hit all those marks, which we believe they will, our MOU that we're signing on Thursday in Milwaukee says that in return, the state will provide $3 billion worth of economic incentives, which if you look at other major projects around the country and around the world, we're right in the right ballpark.
What kind of jobs?
These are high-paying jobs. These
high-paying meaning?
Well, these are good industrial manufacturing jobs, but high-tech jobs. So you're talking at least $53,000 plus on average per year, plus benefits. And so these are good manufacturing jobs. They're high-tech jobs.
And Governor Walker saying that $3 billion investment still has to be approved by state lawmakers. And he says it's not going to be a one-time, one-year deal. Those costs will be spread over multiple years. Governor Walker also telling me in that one-on-one interview, which you'll be able to see more this Sunday on 4-1 Forward, that when you look at the size and scope of this announcement today and how big the campus will be with Foxconn, he said you could take 11 Lambeau Fields and put it in to this particular location. Steve?
Charles, there are a lot of big numbers, like 11 Lambeau Fields being thrown around today. None bigger, though, than the potential for 13,000 jobs. There is quite a spread, though, between that number, 13,000, and the 3,000 that are promised by Foxconn. How do they explain that spread, and how do we get from 3,000, which is a lot, to 13,000, which is a whole lot?
Yes, I've just been talking with White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, and the indication is that the 3,000 jobs is the initial startup, and then it will continue to build to get to that 13,000. And a lot of this incentive money is tied to as those numbers go up. So, yes, they still need to button down some of the facts here and some of the details, but a lot of excitement here at the White House. Steve?
Taxpayers will be happy to hear there's a carrot and the stick situation there where the taxpayer numbers will follow the job numbers. Charles, thank you for that.